Namaste and welcome to a new moon meditation. So I'm going to try and start to do new moon as well as full moon meditations. In the full moons we can be quite aware of their potency because of their effect of drawing up the dark shadow sides. So we can experience quite a challenging time around full moon. Whereas the new moon without any of that light, we actually can become more insightful as we can perceive any small rays of light, whereas when there's a big full moon, those small dots of inspiration or insight we might miss. We see different things depending on what time of the moon and where we are in our own soul journey and our own astrology. So we'll all experience this in different ways, but hopefully these new moon meditations will help you to receive more insights and start to seed them into your everyday life. So if we start living these cycles, the natural cycles that are out there, and there's many of them, you know, the 12 signs of the zodiac are just one cycle, and then you have the cycles of the moon, the full and the new moon, and then you have the phases of the seasons, and then you have your own life cycle and the phases that you go through in your life. So these new moon meditations hopefully will just help to start to align our lives into these natural cycles. So if you find yourself in a comfortable seated position, whether you're on a chair or sat on the ground or on a cushion or whatever feels right for you, and just bring your hands together in a little kind of seed position. So it's like a prayer, but just making a little space in the middle. So it's the time in the northern hemisphere for sowing seeds. And as we enter this phase of Taurus, and it's a very earth sign, so it's the time from transmuting all those ideas from the mental plane in that we were in Aries, that kind of seed receiving from up here, and we start to bring them down to the earth, and we start to nourish them, and we make something really beautiful with this year. You know, Taurus can sometimes take us to becoming obsessed with the sensual and the sexual and the desires and things that taste good, you know, and feel good. But we need to be really careful not to be led into any addictive patterns with that natural feedback loop of experiencing the senses and enjoying it and then getting obsessed or addicted with it. So we're going to nurture these seeds. So just closing your eyes, just taking a few breaths in and out of your nose. Exhaling down your spine into the ground beneath you. From that seed down into the earth. Inhale in the seed and exhale down into the earth. Into that seed and exhale down into the earth. Really rooting that seed, rooting yourself, feeling connected to your physical body but not limited by it. We exist in more planes of existence than purely the physical. And then taking your awareness from your heart, from your seed up into your third eye. Your center where you receive light, you receive insight. And then opening up from that third eye up through the crown and up into the heavens, up into that infinite source of creativity. And then imagining that source of light is falling down. To your third eye. What are those seeds that you're sowing this year? What are the patterns you're creating this year? What patterns are you trying to break, and what new ones are you trying to create? This is more about the creation phase right now. So what are you trying to create in your life? Whether it's a doing or whether it's a being, whether it's a sense of how you do something, with what quality. Whether it's a relationship you need to foster or a relationship you need to break. Whether it's a new role you need to hold, or whether it's an old one you need to change. And then allowing that insight to fall down through your third eye and into that seed. Nurturing that seed with your intention, with your mind. What is it that I'm taking forwards this year? What am I giving myself more time this year? Am I spending more time with friends or family? Spending more time outside? Whatever it is, maybe it's a new hobby. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's a new business, whatever it might be. And just committing to nurture that, just like you'd nurture a seed. As you imagine that seed going down into the ground, and you covering it up with nourishing, warm soil, watering. And when the conditions are right, seeds can germinate pretty quickly, you know. You'll be seeing the fruits of your labour pretty soon. And imagining their roots growing down, the roots of the seed. And the roots have to grow down first before the shoot can grow up. We must have that earthly support, connection with our physical body, made from atoms from the earth itself. And watering it with our desires, driven from the soul point, not from the ego point. Watered with and created with thoughts that we create to make that seed grow. And we may not know exactly how that plant is going to grow, but we can help it. We can put up supports. We can nourish it and nurture it all the year round. Even when life gets busy, when we take this moment and give ourselves just a minute for reflection, for connection, and for being. And into your heart again, just breathing. And sending out your wishes out into the world to all of the souls with all their seeds that they are trying to germinate this year, and wish them well. Wish yourself well. Namaste.